What's going on, guys? Coming back to you with another review. No, it's been a while, but let's get right into it. So what I got here is a Brazilian Thunder hose, and basically they make three hoses as well as some other hookah products, some bowls, some stems and whatnot for hookahs. And this one is what they call a clear Thunder hose, which is, to me, it's just like a super fancy hose. I'd been wanting a fancy hose with like a really long handle, something lounge size that I could really just relax with. And so I thought this would suit my needs, and it does. So I'm going to start right up here at the top. You can see this kind of weird shaped tip. It's not too uncomfortable in the mouth, aside from this this one, like, I guess you could say where they molded it in the plastic. It has this kind of like ridge. There you go. Let's see if we can't focus. There you go. And if that hits your lip, it kind of bugs your lip a little bit. And that's really the only thing I don't like about it. Maybe I could sand it down or something. It's not a real big deal, but it just kind of irritates me. Now to the next part of the hose, which is the handle. And just to let you guys know, this thing came completely deassembled, and so this pink part was off by itself. The black part up here, the mouth part, was off by itself, and you can kind of see where it connects. And this part wasn't connected. The hose wasn't connected to this, and this part here wasn't connected either. So whenever I got it, you had to assemble all of it, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. Kind of wish you're paying like $25 is the cheapest I've ever seen, around $24, $25. Seen it on sale on thehookah.com one time for $17. But generally it's pretty expensive, and it's just made out of plastic. It's cool and all, but you think $25 I'd get an assembled hose. But back to what I was talking about. Sorry if I can sidetrack there. The handle. I assumed because it was said clear that these would be like a little more clear, like you'd be able to see the smoke going through them. That's not the case. I'm not sure if maybe the other colors are a little more see-through, maybe the yellow or like the more light translucent colors, you'd be able to actually see the smoke, but in this one you can't. You can kind of just see the black parts of these tips, but that's about it. Now on to the actual hose itself. You guys are probably familiar with like fancy hoses and things of that nature. This is a lot more durable feeling, a lot nicer. It doesn't have a disposable feel to it. It feels really really firm. I can't like squeeze it, I can't bend it. And on the other hand, even though it's really firm, it's very, very flexible. It isn't like stiff or anything like that. And then we'll come down here to where it actually connects to the hose port of your hookah. And it's a little bit bigger than a fancy hose, but not quite as big as, like, say the tip on a Namor or something like that would be. Certainly not difficult to put in any of your hookahs. But that's about all there is to it, aside from the length. I don't know if you guys can tell by looking at this, but this is like well over, I want to say well over 70 inches long from tip to tip. So it's a pretty long hose. You won't have any problems like moving it around, because like I said, it's very, very loose. It's kind of very flexible. But I'm going to get on to smoking. I'm going to set up my hookah, smoke with it, tell you about the draw, what I think of it, and all that good stuff. All right.
What's up, guys? Second part of my review. I'm going to take up a couple of draws on it, tell you what I think about it, you know, and get this review over with. So I'm going to show you guys what my setup is, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, my setup is a Cloud Lotus, top of a Godfather bowl, 3 Coconaros inside of there, smoking Mint Fiesta by Haze, and this is my Lavu MP5 with the Thunder hose. Okay, now that we've seen that, I'm going to take a couple pulls, tell you what I think. The draw on it's really open. It's just about the same as you'd get from a fancy hose or any high draw hose. The gauge on it's pretty good, especially since it's that it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of like a fancy hose, but it's not really a fancy hose. The material is a lot nicer. As I stated, the little ridge in here is kind of annoying if you don't have it in the right spot, but like I said, I should be able to sand it down or something to get rid of it, but it's not really a big deal. But yeah, I mean, all in all, it's a pretty cool hose. I got it because I wanted something kind of like a fancy hose, something I could use with my glass hookah, because the way this MP5 is, the ports on it are a little smaller, so like only fancy hoses, and I can get my D hose tip to fit in there, but if you guys own a D hose, the D hose is really heavy, because it's like the silicone material in the hose is just really heavy. So I've actually had a couple incidents where I dropped the hose and it's just tipped the whole thing over and burned my rug. So what I wanted to do was get something a little bit lighter and still have kind of a lounge feel, even though the D hose doesn't really have a lounge feel, but I want a lounge feel with my glass hookah. I really like the long handles and just being able to sit back and smoke with it. I feel like the price point for the Thunder hose, or the clear Thunder hose, is a little pricey. $25 for an all plastic hose. I mean, you could spend $25 and get a Namor hose or an Osley or a Narbiche or even a Najum from 5 Star for about the same price. But for what it's worth, it's a really cool hose. I do like it. I haven't seen a lot of reviews on it, so I figured I'd put something out. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do a review on the flavor I'm smoking. I don't do flavor reviews very often, so be sure to check that video out. It's gonna be on Mint Fiesta. Thanks for watching, guys, and hope to see you again. Keep smoking. Happy smoking. Till next time.